Good night, everyone. My name is Michael Isakita, and I'm going to make my task number 4, a speaking task, forum, and interaction practice of the course English 2. I'm going to start with my oral presentation. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. Secondly, I'm going to talk about my trip to Barbosa, Santander, and I'm going to talk about the weather in Barbosa, and finally we got some recommendations to go to Barbosa riding a bike. First of all, about me. How I said before, my name is Michael Isakita. I am oldie. I'm from Sogamoso, but right now I'm living in Tibasosa. I am a student of computer science of UNAM. I've been living here in Tibasosa for a long time. Here you have my family. That's my son. His name is Matias. There you have, she is my wife. Her name is Jennifer, and here I am. I like a lot riding bike. We have a little group of friends and a club who is called AMC, and we occasionally get out in bikes. I'm living right now in Tibasosa. It's a small town, a small village here between Sogamoso and Duitama. It's a good place to live. I work in my own company who is called BitLabs. We start this company a couple of years ago, or really in 2013, with my wife. It's a company about service like IT service, like hardware and software and all kind of stuff. I like riding bike and reading books and video games. Okay, right now I'm going to talk about my trip in Barbosa, Santander. That is my trip to Barbosa. Yes, that was a trip that I make in riding my bike with my wife and some friends. How I said before, it was really exciting. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you how it was. Look at this one. Okay, let's bring my trip to Barbosa in bike. It was a trip that we ride from Tibasosa, Chiquinquirá, and Barbosa around 200 kilometers. This trip was made from 20 to 22 of December of 2018 from Tibasosa to Barbosa. As I said before, we got 20 riders, 2 cars to help us. When we started the trip, we started our trip at the 4 a.m. There was very cold and dark at that moment. All the way the avenue was in really good shape. We don't have any problem with the traffic. Our first goal was arrive to Tunja, that is around 60 kilometers. That day was really cloudy. We are going in shape. We stopped a couple of times to take some rest. We follow from Tunja to Samacá. There we stop and eat some fruits like banana and drink some water. Then we have to climbing the Alto de los Arrayanes, where it's a climb really high and really difficult, but that was good. At this point of the trip, we are really tired, but we follow. Then there you have to go to Chiquinquirá. This is a picture of me and my friends in front of the Cathedral of Chiquinquirá. Then we have through Puente Nacional and finally arrived to Barbosa almost in the night. We have here in Barbosa, we stayed that night right over there. We find a really cheap hotel, and it was fun, really fun, but really hard to do because it's a big effort for the body. The all the sun over our heads all day. That was very difficult, but finally it was really a good feel that you can do it. The weather in the road. Well, I'm going to talk about the weather in the road. I mean, I know that the weather is about that we go, but in this particular case, we go our trip mean that was from start to finish, and it's all about the road. So I think it's important the weather in on road. So during the trip, the weather was mostly sunny. However, in some places it was really cloudy. For example, in Tunja, the weather is cloudy. In Villa de Leyva, it's windy, and finally in Barbosa, it's really sunny. When we get to Barbosa, we get a cheap hotel. Then we go and find some food. That was cool, and the most really cool thing about that trip and during in Barbosa is that you can go out at the night with really casual clothes because you feel good about the weather because you feel warm even like at night. Finally, I want to give you some tips, some recommendations. If you plan to go there, as we do, riding a bike, first of all, I think if you plan to go in your bicycle, you must train hard to get in shape. I mean, you have to ride several weeks before you start trip, because if you don't have good shape, it will be really tough. You should wear comfortable clothes, especially if you're on the bike. You don't have to take a bag and something really heavy in your bag. So it's a good idea that you should go lightly as you can. You must get a helmet, of course, if you ride a bike. Not only in this kind of particular trips, but if you want to go. You have to think in your security, so it's a great idea if you get a good helmet to protect yourself. Another thing to take in count is that maybe you want to go with your friends because it's really more fun than if you plan these kind of trips alone. It's really difficult, and is a very high risky that something happened to you and if nobody is there, it will be it's not a good idea. So that's all about my trip. Um, I hope you like my trip, and I only have to say is thank you everybody.